moving on to two things arranged on stage. We'll be back in the sixth grade here downstairs. Thank you. All right, thanks very much for your patience. And in front of you here on stage is, for the first time this year, the sixth grade band. This is combined of the Williams, View, and Sharpsburg students. And so one of the cool things about the starting program is that we have a chance to play in our very first year. And as we progress, hopefully non-COVID years, we'll be able to play many, many more times throughout the year. This year, of course, being a little bit different, only having this one opportunity at the end of the school year. But as we move forward, the students are just going to continue to have opportunities to perform. So, for example, next fall, they're going to have an opportunity. Next December, a concert. Next March, and then again, once again in May. And as they move into 8th grade and into high school, they're going to have more opportunities to play in the jazz band, for example, like you saw here on the stage just a little bit ago. The marching band is another thing that we offer in the high school program in 8th grade. And so there's so many really great opportunities. My hope is that these students will continue to stick with it and continue to work hard like they've done this year. As I've said and thought this many times, if they can overcome this year, they can overcome anything. It's been a lot of obstacles and a lot of challenges. I'm so proud of these guys sticking with it and sticking with it to the end of the year. So without further ado, we're going to play 3 numbers for you here at the beginning that every parent wants to hear. They want to hear something they recognize, right? So we're going to play Hot Cross Buns, we're going to play Mary Had a Little Lamb, and we're going to play Old MacDonald Had a Farm. So we hope you enjoy. These are our first 3 tunes. We hope you enjoy it. This next selection is going to feature either soli, which means a group of musicians playing, or a soloist. And so we're going to have a handful of them. We're going to do the song actually twice. It's Skip to My Lou, My Darling, or Skip It Lou. And we have, starting off, Reed and Kaysen are going to be playing soli number 1. We have Brianna on clarinet playing solo number 2. Patrick on clarinet playing solo number 3. And Ewan and Levi back on the percussion playing soli number 4. This is Skip It Lou. Great job, soloists. We're going to conclude our portion with Bingo, B-I-N-G-O, and we hope you've enjoyed the 6th grade band. Once again, I hope that your child will continue on with music education here at Norwood. It's been a privilege and my pleasure to be their teacher this year, and I look forward to some great things as they proceed into their 7th, 8th, and hopefully high school years as well. At the conclusion of the 6th grade, just so the parents are aware, I've asked the students to go down here, put their stuff away in their cases. Their cases are on the other side of that door there, and then they could come and take a seat with you for the duration of the concert. And I hope you'll stick around. We've got some great things coming up with the 7th grade, the 8th grade, and certainly the high school at the end, and some recognition of our seniors that have worked so hard as well. So please stick around. We're going to finish up our portion. Again, this is Bingo. Great job, guys. You guys can take your stuff, make sure you keep your book, take your instruments. You guys can pack it up there and sign your parents. Okay? Great job. At this time, 7th grade. As the percussion is getting situated in the back, we're going to perform just the winds only. This is Octolieber Augustine. This is a German folk song, and we're going to kick things off with our wind players down here in the front of the ensemble. Thank you very much. These students meet during third bell every day, and again, it's been super fun and super challenging year because of COVID starting things off and only getting to see the students a couple times a week. And we had a lot of new students that joined, and so a lot of new students actually joined percussion this year, and we had a couple students move in the middle of the year, so it's been a challenge, but these students have overcome these challenges, have done a really good job, and have asked everything that I've been asking them to do and learn new things on the mounts and new songs out of the book. They've risen to the challenge, and I'm really proud of what they have done. We are going to conclude with a piece that is called Sawmill Creek. It's written by the composer of the Standard of Excellence Book 1 method book that we use in 6th grade and also 7th grade and 8th grade, and it's a fun piece that we get to do some really fun stuff with. And it's a little longer also than the traditional piece that we've been playing out of the book. And you're going to hear it again, hear it a little bit with the 8th grade performing. This is again Sawmill Creek, 7th grade band. Make sure you guys take everything with you, okay? You can leave the books there, percussion, but everybody else go ahead and take your stuff with you. You guys can go ahead and put this stuff away over here as well. If you want to turn back to your chair or find your pants, either one. Everything you need to come? Make sure you guys are listening, right? I'm going to take just a moment and talk about the 8th grade. I'm going to ask Mr. Walkett if he is in the room still. I think he is. Mr. Walkett is out there somewhere. Could you take a look at this saxophone and help her out? I'm going to have her come down just for a moment. All right. Sometimes things happen that we have to, on the fly, try to come up with something. So we're going to take a break just for a moment, and I'll take a moment, an opportunity to talk about the 8th grade. And just like the 7th grade, these students, many of them are new to band this year and have taken upon themselves to learn a new instrument for the first time and have done a really, really outstanding job learning either a percussion instrument or something that's a little bit different and out of their comfort zone as they have progressed through this year. The exciting part for me is to see these students continue on. We've got several students that are going to be continuing on next year into our marching band program. They have chosen to continue on their studies and are going to be joining us over the summer. And with that said, let me just take a moment and say a couple words about our upcoming summer activities. If your son or daughter is involved with the marching band program, you've probably seen the summer schedule. We are going to be starting in the middle of July. We have the Norwood parade that's coming up towards the end of July, followed by a pre-band camp that we meet here for a week and work on our show music, followed by a week at band camp. We go away to a really awesome camp that's located in Hillsboro and have an opportunity to really fine-tune and really work on the marching fundamentals and all of the stuff in relation to our upcoming competition show, which is coming up, of course, in the fall. And so we just announced just recently the theme of this coming year's show is going to be a Celtic theme. It's a Celtic battle, and there's going to be some really, really fun and exciting music that the 8th grade students, along with the high school students, are going to be able to join up on Friday nights and Saturday competitions. Mr. Walker, will be good? Thank you very much. All right, we're going to continue on. This is now Sawmill Creek by the 8th grade. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. The students now are transitioning to something I've never done ever in my 21 years I've been teaching, and that is to do a song on boomwhackers. They probably learned the boomwhackers back in elementary school, and we decided, because we had access to them here in the band department, to try to put together a song. This is from the movie Rio, and the students are going to be spread out here on the front edge of the stage. Each student has a tube, different color, a different pitch, that represents a particular sound that's going to be fit together like a little piece of a puzzle of this song called Rio. So I hope you enjoy it. There's going to be an accompaniment that they're going to play along, and when these guys are done, they're going to be leaving the stage quietly, putting their boomwhacker away, and once again, they will take a seat either over here or they can find their parents here in the audience and hopefully stick around for the high school. Again, this is Rio. One, two, three, four. All right, how about one more round of applause for the 8th graders? They're excellent. At this time, high school, if you would be patient with me just for one moment, let's have you guys line up right over here. I'm going to take just a moment and reset some things on the stage. And high school, once again, if you'd line up right over here, I'll be back with the high school momentarily. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your patience through that long transition between the groups. And let me welcome you to this portion of the high school band. The students, once again, have done an extremely great job as they've come together this fourth quarter. And finally, in person, 5 days a week, we've been able to prepare some music for you that has been just kind of fun. Wanted to do something light and really just fun for these guys, and so we're playing 3 fun tunes. First, of course, was The Mandalorian from Star Wars. We have number 2 coming up, which is called Baba Yetu. And it's an African piece. We played this at the Fine Arts Festival. And the translation for Baba Yetu is Our Father. It's from the Our Father who art in heaven, that prayer that maybe you are familiar with. And we hope you enjoy this African traditional song called Baba Yetu. Thank you very much. Give me 1 second. All right, thank you. We are up to the portion of the program, if you see in the program, we are going to do some senior recognition. And I would like to take a moment and just recognize our 4 seniors. They've done a fantastic, phenomenal job as I have been able to teach them over the last 2 years here at Norwood. Each year, the students are recognized with a senior plaque for their hard work and dedication. And I just want to reemphasize just my appreciation for their hard work, their dedication. I know in the middle of their high school career, they had a transition from director, from Mr. Bauer to myself, and they have done a great job just being a great team and being good leaders throughout that transition, and I really appreciate their efforts. So we're going to continue on with the recognition of a couple seniors and then a couple also some special awards I'm going to pass out as well. So let's bring up, if we would, I'm going to ask the seniors to come up and join me next to me just for a moment on stage. First up, let's give a big round of applause for Rio Posable. I gotta stay here. I get to talk about you just for a second. Rio. He's got to stay up here just for a minute. So Rio has been an incredible asset to our band program over the last several years. He has played the baritone and marching baritone with our marching band. He's contributed extremely high level and provided a lot of musicality for our band program. I appreciate his willingness to learn. He will often stop and ask me after class to listen to something that he has been working on. And that is something I really appreciate about Rio is when he comes up to me after class and says, hey, am I doing this right? And wants me to get a chance to listen to something he's been working on. And so he does that frequently, and I don't know if he realizes it, but I really appreciate when he does that because he's shown me that he has that desire to continue to learn. His future plans include working next year and transitioning to college, where he continues to pursue a music degree at West Virginia State University. Let's give a huge round of applause for senior Rio Posable. Next up, let's bring up and give a big round of applause for senior Justin Mackey. All right, I get to say a few words about Justin as well. So Justin has done an excellent job playing the trombone in our concert band. He's been involved with our marching band and jazz band. In addition to the high level of playing in our bands, I really appreciate his effective communication. He's always very responsible when communicating through the band app. Many of you know we use that to communicate, and he's always very punctual, and if there's an issue with the rehearsal, he's always the first to kind of put it out there and make sure that I'm aware of anything that's going on. That's something that's pretty awesome. He may not realize it, but one thing that I really appreciate is his kindness as he exits the band room every day. Every day when he leaves, and I've never said anything to Justin about this before, but it's something I just want to let him know that I appreciate. When he leaves, have a great day, Mr. Lockwood. We'll see you tomorrow. That's something that is rare for students, and I appreciate it so much about Justin Mackey. Next year, he's going to be majoring in biology at University of Cincinnati. Let's give a huge round of applause for senior Justin Mackey. All right, next up, I'm going to invite our senior James Reddick. Come on up. Each year, as the band director, I have the privilege of recognizing an outstanding senior in memory of Richard White, the longtime band director here for Norwood City Schools. This year's recipient, let's give a big round of applause for James Reddick. James is an incredible musician who has achieved success because of his work ethic. He practices and practices to become the best flute player he can become. As a junior, James was first chair at the Northern Kentucky Tri-State Symposium. This past Friday, during the senior solo performances, the students and I saw firsthand what an outstanding flute player James has become during his musical career here at Norwood. James is going to continue pursuing music next year at West Virginia State University. His name will be on this plaque that I just presented, hung on the wall for the Norwood Band Room for years to come. Once again, let's give a huge round of applause for this year's recipient, Richard White Band Award, James Reddick. And our final senior, I would like to welcome to the front here of the stage, Caroline Kelly. Each year, we're able to give out as directors what's called the John Philip Sousa Band Award. I'd like to talk briefly about it and give you a little background information about this particular award. Since its inauguration in 1954, the John Philip Sousa Band Award has been given to thousands of outstanding high school band students for superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, and loyalty. The Sousa Award is the most prestigious award for high school band students. John Philip Sousa was not only a renowned composer and band leader, he was also a strong supporter of school music programs. He appeared as a guest conductor of school bands throughout the United States and adjudicated numerous youth band festivals. Sousa is a pillar of American music, and his music inspires everyone who hears and performs it. This is a very special award that I give out every year to the top band student in the high school band. It's special because of the criteria that I just read to be eligible, and also it's an award that I won myself as a graduate from Turpin High School in 1995. And now, each year, I have the privilege to recognize our top senior as I get to present this award. This year's recipient, another flute player from the Norwood Band. Give a huge round of applause for senior Caroline Kelly. Caroline has been involved with the concert band, the pep band, our marching band, and jazz band, and has been an essential part of the success of the Norwood Band program over the past 4 years. In addition to learning to play the flute at a high level, Caroline learned to play the alto saxophone this year for jazz band. She has been a section leader in our marching band, an all-around leader throughout all of her musical endeavors. She has participated in solo and ensemble in the past and has always been committed to every musical opportunity and has done an excellent job. Caroline is super gifted in art, and next year she's going to be attending Ohio Northern and majoring in art. Is that correct? Yep. In art. So she is extremely talented and super proud of everything she's done here at Norwood. Let's give a huge round of applause for this year's 2021 John Philip Sousa Award, Caroline Kelly. And how about one more round of applause for all of our senior class? We are going to conclude our portion, or the entire program, and this is Disney Film Favorites, and is a collection of famous Disney tunes, which I think many of you will recognize. It's been fun to put together, and we hope you've enjoyed all of the performers tonight here at Norwood Middle School and High School. On behalf of the music department, Mr. Walkett, and also Mr. Cook, our new assistant band director for 2021-2022, thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed our concert tonight. Here is Disney Film Favorites. One more big round of applause for Norwood Marching Band. Hey, thank you very much for a great evening of music, and please stay safe, have a great night, have a great summer, and we'll see some of you back here in the fall. Have a great night.